them. But he's had a great off season. He wants to take that next step. We've got to be able to utilize other playmakers as well, but he needs to get his touches, and if he does, and we're good around him, we can win a lot of football games.
I was going to say, do you have to have an elite level running back to contend in this league? Like I think about the kids at Georgia Tech who've been really good, and obviously Virginia had Jamari Taylor last year, Duke with Shepard, kind of the list goes on and on. Do you have to have it in this league?
Well, I think it helps when you have a home run threat at the running back position. While I love the passing game, some negative things can happen in that, interception, sacks, all that, but if you can hand it off to a certain guy and then let him take it to the distance, you're going to get a lot of points and not a lot of negative plays. So that room's important for us. I think we actually have depth behind him as well, but he is our most dynamic player.
What about Kewan Brohm? He got a lot of touches when Isaac went down. Where's he going to fit as far as rotation goes?
Kewan's going to play for us, did a good job for us last year, stepped in when Isaac was hurt. He's a more physical back, runs hard, he can pass protect. He'll do a really good job, and I think both those guys have to play. We added Marquise Davis, a transfer from Missouri. He'll be a really good player. He's a big, strong back. And Braxton Jennings, a young freshman, came in for us and played well against Kentucky. So we feel like that room is sitting in a great position and can make a lot of plays.
When you have a transfer like Lincoln, who hasn't really had much game experience, and you've got a plethora of running backs that can help, how big is that for a team?
Well, you need other good pieces, and quarterback's best friend are great running backs and a good offensive line. And while we want Lincoln to make a ton of plays, throwing the ball with his feet, we've got to be able to get the ball to our playmakers. So I think he understands that and understands while playmaking is important, not making critical mistakes, taking care of the football is also important.
Coach, what do you like about your specialist group coming into this season?
Well, I like our group. It is a little bit new and it's unproven, so we've got to continue to work through that. I thought we made good strides in the spring and didn't do as well in the spring game when it was more of a game setting. So that's an area that we've got to continue to work through. I think we have capable players, but none of them have played much. So we've got to really work hard throughout the rest of the summer and fall camp and get that ready to go.
And when you're evaluating special teams, what do you think is the most important aspect of looking at that?
Well, for us, special teams is more about just the place kicker and the holder and the snapper. You've got to be good covering kicks. You've got to be good at creating big plays and getting yards in the return game. I think putting your best players on special teams is important, making sure that that's not considered secondary to an offense and defense. So we've tried to do that within reason, is make sure our best players are on special teams and that we're finding a way for us to get an advantage and not lose the game in that aspect.
Hey Coach, a lot of people had you in the running for the Penn State job. How did you block out that noise, and then what about Louisville keeps you out there so happy?
Well, I think there's a lot of great programs and things like that happen at the end of the year always. I'm in a great position now to be where I'm from, where I went to school. The football program has not won a championship at the highest level, and that's always our goal. And it's not easy, but you've got to have that as one of your goals, and if you can find a way to do that, I think it can be really special. So we're going to work hard to do that. I think we have a good football team. I think we have a great fan base, a tremendous stadium, an outstanding city to play football in. So we have a lot of key ingredients that you need. We just have to find a way to get to that point.
Coach Brohm, you just talked about being from Auburn. I feel like at times when you walk around the South End, every other person knows a Brohm in some form or fashion. Does that make it sometimes difficult when things aren't going exactly as to plan?
Well, there are a lot of family members I have throughout the city, which is good. But you know what? I think when you have a lot of people that know you and that want things to go well and to happen well, you put no pressure on yourself to get it done. So I'm going to work as hard as I can, knowing that, those people don't want to be embarrassed. They want to see wins. They want to see great things happen. They want to see a football team that achieves things that haven't been achieved before. So I take a lot of pride in that. Sometimes when you're coaching somewhere else, do you really have that inner desire and inner pride to go above and beyond? Maybe, but maybe not. Here, you're going to, because you're going to have to answer to it if it doesn't happen.
Coach, you brought in some new faces in the tight end. How do you plan to use that room a little differently this year compared to maybe years past?
Well, we need to get better on that in that area. We've been okay. I think Brody Foley, Justin Reed are 2 transfers we brought in that'll give us great value. Jaleel Skinner's coming back, who will continue to improve and get better. We have a young freshman, Julius Miles, who has athleticism. That position needs to be productive, and I think to play championship football, you have to be good and utilize tight ends.
Coach, how important is it with you having changes on the coaching staff to promote from within and bring a guy like Paul Petrino back to the staff?
Well, it's a good point, and I think when you talk about promoting from within, I've done it as much as anybody. A lot of guys on our staff have been there for a while. We continue to elevate players, our coaches up when there is movement. We brought back Paul Petrino, who I'm very familiar with. A man who loves football. He loves to compete. He loves to win. He's going to work hard at it. He's got a great work ethic. He's familiar with me and our offense. I just think there's so many pluses about bringing him back. He's going to work his position hard and get the most out of him, and he's been proven to do that, and I've seen it firsthand. So those are important qualities, and I have great confidence that Paul will do a great job.
Coach, I'm a Saints fan. I have to ask you, Tyler Shuff, last month of the season, he looked really good. Are you surprised he came in and looked that good in his rookie year?
Well, I'm not. You know what? We brought him in as a transfer, and he had an up and down career and had some injuries. But I saw some potential, and then with us, it was about proving his durability and trying to maximize what he could do in the passing game. He did a really good job, and I think I knew that he would help any team that he added to. He's a big quarterback that's a good learner, that works very hard, is a really good teammate. Thought he went to a great system, a great coaching staff. I actually didn't mind when he didn't start game 1 because I thought that transition would be easy for him. Everybody loves the backup quarterback wherever you're at. So for him to be able to come in and help the team win, of course, would be great for him. So I think he'll do great things. He'll take a lot of pride in trying to improve this year. But a great young man. I'm hoping the best for him.
Coach, can you talk about your defense a little bit? You made some changes there, but it's going to be a very good unit. How do you feel about them going right before fall camp?
I really like our defense. I think we're talented. I think we have depth. I think we have good players coming back and some good additions. So that part has been good. I thought we made strides and got better on defense last year. And while there's a change in the play caller, there's not going to be a whole lot that's going to change. I think we believe in the same philosophy and what we're all about. I'm involved in it. We have a lot of coaches that have been here for a while and understand what we're trying to do. We've added some new coaches from outside that I've coached with that understand that as well. So I think we got a good nucleus of players and coaches. You obviously try to tweak the system a little bit to improve. We're doing that, but I'm hopeful and excited to watch our defense play.
Coach,